Hello everyone, this is our question of the day series on geometry. We'll be solving one geometry question every day from the past CAT papers. So you must follow it because along with the questions, we'll also be discussing all the properties of a particular geometry figure. Later on, we'll also start with mensuration. So let us solve this question. Two circles, each of radius 4 cm, touch externally. Each of these two circles is touched externally by a third circle. If these three circles have a common tangent, then the radius of the third circle in centimeter is. So first of all, we need two circles, each of radius 4 cm, and they should touch each other externally like this. So if I have a circle of radius 4 cm, I'll have another circle of same radius 4 cm, and this is the external point of contact where they are touching each other. We have another third circle, and these three circles will have a common tangent. So first of all, I need to have a common tangent for these two circles. So this will be that common tangent. I hope you know what is a tangent. A tangent is a line that touches a circle. There's a difference between touching and intersecting. If I am drawing a circle like this, if I am drawing a line like this is not a tangent, this is a secant because it is intersecting the circle at 2 points. Tangent is a line that touches the circle at only 1 point. So secant touches at 2 points or intersects the circle at 2 points. Tangent only does at 1 point. So this will be the common tangent to both the circles. I need to have a third circle which is touched by these two circles externally, as well as this tangent, it is common to all the three circles. So where will we put that circle? It will be over here. It is touching both of them externally, as well as all the three circles have a common tangent. So let us draw a proper figure. So we'll have one circle, another circle of same radius, then we'll have a common tangent to these two. I'll have to draw a third circle touching both the circles externally as well as this tangent. So here we'll have that circle. Our diagram is complete. What we need to do is radius of the third circle is. So this is the center of the third circle. We'll have these two circles over here. So this is the radius of this third circle. Let me assume that it is small r. So if I join these 2 points centers and these two centers, then this is 4, this is 4, this is 4, this is 4, this will be r, this will be r, right? So I can see that I have a triangle. I have all of three sides of this triangle. We know that there are 2-3 formulas to find out the area of a triangle. One of them is the Heron's formula. I hope you are familiar with it. It is under root s minus a, s minus b, s minus c. This is when I have all the three sides of the triangle, and s here is nothing but the semi perimeter, which is called a plus b plus c by 2. A, b, c are the sides of the triangle. S is this. One of the formulas is half base into height. This is when I have the base of a triangle and height of the triangle. This is another formula for the area. Another formula is half AB sine C. What is this formula? For example, if I have a triangle like this, and if I have two sides of the triangle, say A and B, and I have this included angle which is angle C, then if I am asked to find out the area of this triangle, it will be half AB sine C. A and B are the length of the two adjacent sides, and C is the included angle between them. Now we know that this whole thing, it is the radius of the bigger circle, it is 4 here. So if I want to find out the height of this triangle that I have formed, it will be 4 minus r, because this is the height of the circle from here to this point. This is small r. So this thing from here to here, it will be nothing but 4 minus r. 4 minus r will be the height of this triangle. Now I can write down the area of this triangle as half base into height. So half base here will be 4 plus 4, the sum of radius of two bigger circles. So 4 plus 4 is 8 into height. I just found the height, 4 minus r. This is the area of this triangle, say O, A, B. This point is B. I can also write down the area of this triangle using the Heron's formula, which will be, so S will be A plus B plus C by 2, where A, B, C are sides of the triangle. So 8 plus 4 plus r plus 4 plus r, which is 16 plus 2r divided by 2. So 16 plus 2r divided by 2, which gives me 8 plus r. So this is S. So I can write down the formula here as S, which is 8 plus r, S minus A. S minus A, that means 8 plus R minus 8, because one of the sides of the triangle is 8. So I'll get 8 plus R minus 8, which gives me R only. Then S minus B. So 8 plus R minus one of the sides of this triangle, which is 4 plus R. So we'll be getting 4. Then again S minus C. S is 8 plus R, third side of this triangle is 4 plus R. So 8 plus R minus 4 plus R gives us 4 only. Now I can equate these two, I'll find out the value of R. So I can simply write this as, here I'll get 4 minus R. In the under root I have two 4's being multiplied, so it will become 4 square inside the root and 1 4 will come out. I'll get root 8 plus R into R. Now either you can square the LHS from this and then you can keep solving, or you can just put the options here. So when you have such complex options like 1 upon root 2, pi by 3, root 2, you should always start with options that are easier to check, like option number D. So if you check for option D, you put 1, R equals to 1, you will be getting 12 in the LHS. In the RHS also you get 4 root 9, which is 12 only. So option D will be the correct answer to this question. R will be equal to 1. 1 is the radius of the third circle in centimeters. So that's it. It was an easy question. You simply had to know the area of the triangle. That was the only thing needed here. We had circles here, but there was not really any property of circle that was being used. If you still have a doubt, please comment. Thank you.